Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Philip, sitting behind the sign. Hi, there. I'm the Chief Social Scientist of Conduct Research Networks. It's a great honour and pleasure to be here this year. I have to first give politics in our research network here, Will. Life's complicated right now, and there was lots of complications which meant this year wasn't going to happen. So in this final week, he couldn't attend, but he gives his warm wishes and hopes that everybody has a really productive 2 days, and we'll see him again next year. And you'll see his energy throughout the research network, and we're really honoured and proud to what we're doing. We'd also like to begin by thanking our local conference chairs, Jennifer Farr and Nancy Lowe, with a round of applause. They have done an amazing job getting us in touch with the issues that are happening within this town. You know, one of the things that's very important to us is, you know, we all come in from different places from the world, and we want to get to know where we are. What are the issues that face research practice, communities, NGOs, associations, all the way from the bottom to the top to the bottom, left and right. And we really have a wonderful program, and I thank both of them for putting that together. I'd also like to thank two other members of the organising committee who I have here, Brett Burnell, yes, I'm sorry if I destroyed their names, and John Mercer. That's an important one. John, thank you. Okay, so one of the things, you know, I see a lot of familiar faces, which is great, but I see a lot of new faces, which is fantastic too. And I want to begin by just talking about some of the principles that go behind why we're here and why we do the things that we do. The first thing is that, you know, we all live in our disciplinary boxes or our professional boxes. I'm a sociologist, I'm a, you know, I'm in business, I mean, you know, we all have these little areas. And one of the things that we try to do here through our programming is to break down those barriers between these boxes as much as we can. And that's not just with academic disciplines, but also professional practice. You know, one of the things that is important for us is, where does research happen today? You know, where is knowledge produced? And it's not just in higher education institutions, but it's in communities, it's in workplaces. And so our program reflects that kind of agenda of breaking down those disciplinary and professional boundaries. The other principle that is really important to us, which I should remember off the top of my head, right? International, of course, as an Australian in America. You know, one of the things that we also fall into is that I'm in the Australian Association of X or the British Association of Y. And one of the things that we try and do is bring together people from an international spread. And I think here we have 45 countries represented, and I'm really proud of that. To be able to give a platform for those international voices as well. The other thing that we try to do is be inclusive, and inclusive means a whole range of things. You know, race, ethnicity, gender is the baseline, but there's also things about professional inclusivity. You know, people that are early career, people at the end of the career, people in the middle, people that have deviated on one path or they're coming back. We like to provide a home and space for diverse voices as well. One of the things that we're really proud of in that vein is our Emerging Scholar program. Would this year's Emerging Scholar awardees please stand up? Yes. This year, I'll give them a round of applause. There are more, but they're probably out helping standing outside. One of the wonderful things that we do with this group is that we put them in the front of the room. So not only is there a wonderful professional development opportunity to make sure the training run on time, but it's important for us to have these voices as the guiding of conversation as well. So they'll be sharing your panels and question and answer period too. The other thing that I want to draw your attention to is that we stopped, coming through the pandemic, we kind of, rethought what we are doing and we continue to rethink what we do. And one of the things that we did was build our own conference application, which is what you are living in right now. We have no printed program. That's because it's a kind of thinking about our climate impacts. We all come from all over. It's kind of contradictory in a way. I say come from all over the world, flying here, going to hotels, all that kind of stuff. But we are thinking in a piecemeal way of how we can do the printed program is one way. We also, for portion of each of your conference registration, we have signed up to the UN Climate Pact, and we donate to 4 or 5 different charities in there. So we try to think about offsets in different ways, but the program on your computer, on your phone, but it's a part of another agenda as well, is that we want to switch off this conference website and kind of time capture. So each of you have a presentation page. The online delegates, you'll see that they've uploaded content there. But we also encourage you to do the same. And that way it's a collective resource that we can return back to. So in that application, you'll see the follow presentations, you can comment, and so that's a really important part of what we are trying to do now. Finally, I just want to draw your attention to the conference dinner. If you haven't signed up yet, you've got left. You just get to about that like this. Okay, I think that's it. Go on.
Good morning. I'm Jennifer Barr, and as one of the local conference co-chairs, I am happy to welcome you to Las Vegas and to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. UNLV wishes to acknowledge and honor the indigenous communities of this region and recognize that the university is situated on the traditional homelands of the Nuabe Southern Paiute people. We offer gratitude for the land itself, for those who have stewarded it for generations, and for the opportunity to study, learn, work, and be in community with this land. Additionally, for the health of everyone at UNLV, UNLV is a tobacco-free campus, so the consumption of tobacco products anywhere on campus, inside and outside, is prohibited on our campus. Like Philip, I would like to thank our other local organizing committee members, so Dr. Nancy Lowe, Dr. John Mercer, and Dr. Brett Ravenel for your work on making this conference possible. Additionally, I'd like to thank the Common Ground Research Network, especially Tansen and Philip, for their work to make this conference a success. I tell you, they were the legs and the hard work of this conference, and we get to just reap the benefits of that. We are so excited about the diversity of topics that are going to be presented over the next 2 days. From why youth drop out of sport, to reproductive rights of female athletes, to how social media can be used by governing bodies to effectively market their women's sports teams. And talking with the folks from Common Ground to come up with a theme that is unique to Las Vegas, the idea that kept coming to our mind was the impact of professional sport on community. In just a few minutes, we're going to hear from our local experts on this topic, but I'd like to provide a little context about why this topic emerged as a special focus for this conference. Prior to 2017, Las Vegas did not have a professional sports team. Sure, we had sporting events that brought people to Las Vegas, like the National Finals Rodeo or NASCAR. We had our minor league teams, and of course, we had our UNLV athletic teams for our community to support, but we did not have a professional sports team. Additionally, we did not have a strong sense of community in this town because of the transient nature of Las Vegas. Then in 2017, we finally got our first professional sports team. And with the expansion of the National Hockey League, the Vegas Golden Knights were born. Hockey in the desert. A lot of people wonder, how's this gonna work out? Will they be successful? Will they be able to build a fan base? Then, October 1st, 2017, a gunman opened fire from Mandalay Bay into a crowd of people attending an outdoor music festival. That night, 58 people were killed and 500 people were injured. The Vegas Golden Knights stepped up in a time of great tragedy. The players were the first in line the next morning to donate blood for those who had been wounded. They paid tribute to the victims at their subsequent games, and they honored the heroes of that awful night. The team endured themselves to the Las Vegas community and became a team that we could all rally around when we really needed something to bring us all together and cheer for. They gave us something to be excited for, if only for 3 periods, to escape into that where we could cheer for the Vegas Knights. The Knights helped to build and heal this community. Did they build a fan base? You betcha. Drive around town, look around our community, and you won't go far before you see a Golden Knights license plate, bumper sticker, someone wearing a hat or a t-shirt. Were they successful? Well, they are in the Stanley Cup playoff championship. They won 2 out of 7, right now to best of 7. So we've had 2 games we won the first 2. So I would say they've been successful. As you will hear from the panel discussing the impact of professional sport on community in just a few minutes, so much has changed since 2017. Although Bunny cannot be here to welcome you in person, we wanted to welcome you in a video, which we'll watch in just a second. But I want to kind of draw your attention to the tagline that flashes really fast at the end of the video, where he says that sport in Las Vegas is not just a game, it's a game changer. And I think those of us who lived here and who've lived here for a while really believe that sport has helped change our community. So again, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. We look forward to the great presentations and discussions over the next 2 days, and we hope that you really enjoy your time in our wonderful city. And with that, I might need help getting the video today.
On behalf of the UNLV School of Public Health, I want to welcome you to the 2023 Sports and Society Conference. The theme this year is the impact of professional sport on community. And what a better community to look at than Las Vegas when we try to evaluate the impact of sport. Over the last 15 years or so, we've watched this landscape, this economy, and this community transform around sports. Just in the last few years, we brought in things like Formula One. We'll have the Super Bowl here next year, the NCAA Final Four Championship in 2028, and sports teams galore, including the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Raiders, the Aviators, the World Championship Aces, the Lights, the Nighthawks, the Ramblers, and of course, our UNLV Running Rebels. We hope you enjoy UNLV, our awesome community, and our awesome city. Welcome to Las Vegas. On behalf